Oh, hi guys! I didn't notice you there. This is neither a sewing video or a hair tutorial, and it's completely a different day than the hair tutorial because I have lipstick on now and a completely different hair flower. Did you buy it? Okay, fine. Yes, it's the same day. God, I can't get anything by you guys. I wanted to vlog because there's a couple things going on that I wanted to share with you. Just because it's some really exciting things and some changes. Let's start with the change. The change is that my background is going to be changing starting in October. Long and short of it, I'm moving home. Yeah, it's just outside the city, so it's really not too far from Chicago, but it's hard. I mean, I've been living here in the city for, God, 13 years, and in this particular apartment for like 8. So when I think of home, I mean, this is home. This has been my home for a really long time, so it makes me really, really sad to leave it. But there's some really exciting things that I want to do in the near future, and what is all the stuff that you really want to do takes money. So I said, you know what, sometimes to do the things that we're dreaming about, we have to make sacrifices. So I decided that sacrificing living in the city and being on my own was worth it. I've got no problem moving home. I mean, my mom is wonderful. I'll be able to have my own setup there. I'm not gonna lie, you know, you're moving home. You know what I mean? I think the end result is going to be completely worth it, and when we get closer to that date and I know things are actually going to happen, I will share more of it with you. So yeah, so I'm going to move home for 1.5 years, and it'll be fun because I'll be a lot closer to my sister and my nephews and a lot of my childhood friends. Funny story on that though. I have 2 nephews, and they're incredibly sweet and adorable and hilarious. And my nephew number 1, who's the older of the 2, it says to one of the people in the neighborhood, because they had said, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, Chicago. Oh, you know. And nephew number 1 turns around and says, yeah, she's gonna go live in my grandma's basement because she doesn't like the city anymore. I just about peed my pants laughing. So I'm like, sweetie, no. It's not quite that, but I think he's just excited that I'm going to be around a lot more, and I'm excited to see both of them more. So there's that. And you guys might be saying, Jen, what were you reading? That looked kind of cool. Well, I'll tell you what, it was cool. It's the Weird Chicago Strange Legends and Mysterious Hauntings book. I have always been fascinated by paranormal and the history of Chicago because the city is an old city and it's got a lot of story to it, and I love every bit of it. Recently, a friend that I know through the paranormal field, I knew he had an opening with the company that he co-owns, which is called Weird Chicago. And they had an opening for a tour guide. I'm in training right now to do tours on the weekends with them. So yeah. So if you ever come to Chicago and you book yourself a weird and haunted tour with Weird Chicago, you might just get me as your tour guide. Yeah. And they do a lot of other stuff. They do like Blood, Guns, and Valentines, which is gangsters. They do serial killers. They do a red light district tour, which is fabulous. Yeah, they do a lot of other stuff too, like zombie pub crawls and just some really cool stuff. And I keep saying cool, but seriously, you guys, I'm so excited about this. The other weekend I got to tell my first story, which was on John Dillinger and the Biograph, and it was so much fun. I wish you guys could have been there. So yeah, I'm having a blast with that. I'm really focusing on the weird and haunted because my specialty is paranormal. I have been a professional paranormal investigator for the past 7 years. It's been crazy. It's been a lot of fun. And so that's kind of how I got into the whole world of the paranormal and the weird. Do you guys believe? What do you think of ghosties and the like? I'm going to save my response for the next vlog because I think I'm going to do at least one more of these. Let me know if you guys like them, or if you're kind of like, meh. If we're going to do these, maybe like once a month or once every other week or something like that, let me know if you want more of these. And if you do, we need to come up with a name for it, because you know I gotta name everything. Like, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do names, what's it gonna be? And I'm like, I have to stay away from the word vintage. I feel like I use it for everything. A vintage vanity, so vintage. Really, Jen, that vintage coming out your ears. So, what do we call it? What do we call it? Soda fountain gossip? Happy days hangout? Want something like, you know, slinky and clubby and I don't know. Help me out, guys. Help me. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with like vintage vlogging chatting thing. You don't want that. I am in a really wacky mood. Okay, so I'm gonna go edit, and yeah, I will see you guys soon. And if you like it, go ahead and click the thumbs. Let me know, and subscribe if you don't want to miss anything. And comment. Be sure to comment. Let me know, how do you feel about the ghosties, and should I keep vlogging every couple times a month? And if so, what should I name it? You guys got a lot to do. Let's get chatting. All right, hope you guys have a great day, and see you soon.